Good morning.
Hello, hello. Happy Thursday now.
I know I kept feeling like yesterday was Friday because my kids had minimum day yesterday and they don't have school today or tomorrow because it's frog jump weekend.
Which I think is pretty awesome.
My son, because we're at a friend's house, so he could play with his friend, and he's like, "Does he have the day off too?" Well, Stanislaus County is not off for frog jump weekend, honey.
Frog jump is not a nationwide sport yet.
I'm kind of bummed because their dad's going to be down here this weekend. I'm kind of bummed that he gets to take them to their first frog jump weekend. But
I was going to say, this is like your first frog jump weekend in your new home. Like, I would think that you would want to be there.
I would think so too, but I could also have an opportunity to make some money, and I'm going to go ahead and go do that.
But I also love money a lot. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I'm with you.
You know what else my friend Tylene reminded me of yesterday?
Huh?
I haven't had a housewarming party. I bought my first house by myself, and I haven't had a housewarming because of COVID. So I think in like September-ish, I'm going to have a housewarming party.
I think that's a really good idea.
And have everybody up. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. September. So it's not, it'll still be warm, but it won't be cold.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I dig that. September's I'm into that.
And it gives me some time, and it still gives us some of that COVID time for people to get vaccinated and all of that stuff, get used to the world opening back up.
Well, okay. So by September, because right now, 34% of the population is fully vaccinated. Something like 50% has had at least one dose. So by September, there's a really good chance that all of us could rub elbows and not be concerned about getting each other's sickies.
How do we? I know. Like, do we continue the mask thing? My kids are tired of it. I hope school next year they don't have to wear a mask. That's the first thing we have to ask in the morning. You have your mask? You have your mask? Can't go to school without the mask.
So I saw a story coming out the other day that said that they're getting ready to, or they're considering loosening some of the restrictions on masks with children, but also Pfizer approved their vaccine for children as early or as young as 12 years old now. So I don't know if the study's going younger than that, but right now, I mean, children up to 12 or as early as 12 years old can get the vaccine.
Do you think it's going to be one of the vaccines that the kids have to get to go to school?
I don't know. Maybe.
In the future, I don't know. I think it just changed everything. We were talking about the gas shortage, right? My friend was all, it's not women panicking. We roll on E for 3 days. It's our time to shine.
Oh my goodness. So I get that. I get that mentality now.
Okay, my Mama Madden, doesn't even know what side the gas tank is on.
She doesn't know what to look for the arrow on her gas gauge.
Yeah. Okay. So I know about the arrow thing too. And the guy that I used to date, every time he'd be like, "What side is your tank on?" I'm like, "Look at the arrow," and he'd get so mad at me. And I'm like, "The arrow's right in front of your face.
It's right there." You don't have to ask me that question because if you just do this, you're looking this way. If you just go,
I'd get so mad because anytime I'd be smarter and like quote unquote a man way than him. He would sit there and go, "Just sit there and look pretty." And I'm like, because I called it reversing. He's like, "It's not reversing, it's backing up." I said, "Then why does my car have an R and not a BU?" And he was all, "Just sit there and look pretty." Oh, because I'm right? Because I'm right.
I would love to sit here and look pretty if I didn't have to do all the things that you can't do.
How have you not said anything to me this morning about my nose piercing?
I can't see it. I didn't know you got one. I hand to God, still can't see it.
I literally told Tylene she couldn't post pictures or anything yesterday. I'm like, I'm waiting for Ian to see it because he's been telling me for a year not to do it.
When did you get it?
Yesterday.
I swear to God, I didn't see it. I mean, I can get real close up there. Oh, there it is. Okay, you know what it looks like? It looks like those little silver decorative balls you put on a cake.
Yeah, it does. So you have to get a stud. I wanted the little baby hoop, but you can't get a hoop for 3 to 5 months after this one heals.
Don't get a hoop. I'm going to. Congratulations, as long as you're happy.
That's what I'm going to start saying to you about your relationships.
I know, right? Right? And that's what people said about my marriage.
Samesies. I have this friend, she's super cute, right? And she's dating this guy that she's way out of his league. And we tried telling her that when they broke up like the 6th time, but now they're back together. And he was trying so hard to be nice to me. And I kind of looked at him like, I don't hate this guy. I just think I was in my head going, I just think you're better than this, right? So I get home later that night and I was like, glad you're happy. That's what I wrote her.
As long as you're happy. As long as you're happy is code for don't really like him, don't really care, not really interested in this conversation.
Right?
That's what as long as you're happy means.
Yeah, you got that a little bit in your marriage, I'm sure. I got that a lot when I was married to Joe too. But but I talk a lot. I have the microphone, so I'm able to talk a lot of smack about Joe, but his friends didn't like me either. So it's fine.
So you guys, so after the divorce and after he moved away, you and his friends didn't keep hanging out. That wasn't like a thing. You guys were getting together and being like,
remember the one that was his roommate. He went Team Madden when we split.
Okay. I remember the roommate.
But he had been around from the very beginning when Joe and I first started, like when I was like 22. So he knew what I had been through. But no, his other buddies, there was this one guy I hated, and he was super rich. And I remember looking at Joe going, money doesn't buy class. This guy is classless. He's the worst. And so as soon as we split, they started hanging out again.
I remember this guy. And I think I remember thinking to myself, with the stories you tell, I don't know if I want services for what he does.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Like
he's a very popular businessman.
You told me the stories. I'm like, I don't know if I want this stuff worked on then.
No, not by him. Yeah. No, he's awful. He was awful. I remember going to a show with him one time. And we had some friends with us, and I looked at and I don't like, I'm not a snobby person at all. I remember looking at my friend going, I'm way better than these people. I don't know why I'm sitting in this bus with them.
Cindy Line Gang is dating?
Get it, Cindy? How's it going? What dating account? So you said you're on a dating account. What are you doing? Bumble, Tinder, Hinge? There's a new one too that's just for hookups. Like, the app says when you're in it and it has a peach, but not the ring.
I signed up for that one and then I quickly took myself off.
I was on Bumble for 2 days again, and then I took myself off. I can't. After the last guy, it's going to be a little bit.
I did Bumble, Plenty of Fish, Tinder. I think it was called Zeusk. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've done Match. I've done Zeusk, Hinge,
Plenty of Fish,
Bumble. I don't think I've ever done POF. I may have done POF.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I think I had 5 or 6 going at one time.
So
it's all the same dating pool. It's all the same. Honestly,
you've been hanging out with somebody. I don't know how deep you want to get into it.
Yeah.
Was that on an app or was that somebody you already knew? Okay.
Yeah, that was on Hinge actually. What I found was Hinge was like none of them. Okay. None of them are really classy, right? Like, it's online dating. And at the end of the day, like, here's what I can say about online dating, and I think you'll agree with me. It is an absolute S show. Start to finish, top to bottom. Online dating in your 40s, dating this late in life is the worst. It's not cool, in my opinion.
No, it's terrible.
It's terrible. And everybody, including me, has baggage, and we all have to get used to it. Everybody has a past. Everybody's past still plays a part in their lives today. So you have to get used to the fact that that's a part of it too. Like, it's all, so like when you find one that works, like you latch on, you're like, okay, this one works. Don't put me out there again.
Okay. So Cindy was advised to do it to see who she doesn't like. And Cindy, I like the last couple of months when I've done it, that's what I've done. Like, I wanted like practice, if that makes any sense, to where would they would talk to me and I didn't like the way they talked to me, and then I would immediately go. And the last 2 times I was on Bumble and Tinder, as soon as I matched with somebody and they wrote me something nasty, I'm like, why am I doing this? And then I paid for the Tinder one time, the $30 where you can see who likes you first. and I had 1,300 men liked me, and I went, meh. I didn't like any of them.
1,300?
1,300. It was like 12 something. I rounded up.
Girl, okay. When I got so Tinder on the dude side, will tell you, "Oh my gosh, you missed a match. Why don't you head on back and see if it's somebody you might match with?"
Yeah, they'll tell me that too. They'll you missed the match. Obviously, I swiped left because I didn't like him, so I don't care that I missed it.
But they'll give you that outline like of their profile, so then you kind of like start going through what you didn't match on to see if you can like link the outline to what it might be. Kind of, it was sort of like back in the day when they would scramble the adult channels and you would go back and forth between the adult channel and the channel above and then back down because you get a clear view for about 1 second, you know? It's kind of like that.
Okay.
But you're absolutely right. Like you've already swiped left on them for a reason. So now you're looking at the outline and you're trying to convince yourself that maybe the outline, like you didn't really give it a good look the first time you swiped left. And so then you go back and you start being a little bit more liberal on what you're swiping left with. It's just top to bottom. None of it's any good. It just isn't. Like, I feel like I got lucky, you know, on Hinge, and I don't want to roll the dice again, you know? Like
so you okay, so that's what I was going to say. So Hinge is more of the relationship dating app. And then Bumble, and then Tinder is supposed to just be for like hookups and stuff. But there's still people on there who are like, I'm here for a long-term relationship. Or the one guy on Tinder who doesn't even, if we match, then I'll send you a photo. No, I want to see your photo before I match you if you're ugly.
Here's what
and I've had to already say in this stream like 3 times I'm not a snob, and then I'm gonna say something snobby again. But with some of those guys, I was looking at him like, you think you have a chance with me? I'm such a jerk, dude. This is why I'm gonna be single forever.
I'm not a snob, but like he didn't make even close to $30,000 a year. I'm not a snob.
This one woman I work with,
bald.
Okay, so you know how there's like hard limits. Like I had one friend. Remember when like business cards were a thing? You don't do that anymore. But she would not date a man unless he had a business card, because that means he's important, right? So now a woman that I hang out with, she's like, you're not allowed to date a man who makes less money than you. I'm not going to allow it. You're not going to be with a man who makes less money than you. So, you know, just run it by me first. And I'm all, okay. She goes, hard limit. They can't make less money than you.
My hard limit on those were like because I started out super picky, right? And then this is gonna sound bad. I don't mean it to sound bad, but like as time goes by, like the bar kind of drops a little bit, and so you start matching with people where normally like you wouldn't match with them, not necessarily, not a physical looks thing, but like you wouldn't match with them normally because like it doesn't seem like the personalities vibe. But then you're also like, but I haven't matched with anybody, so why not, right?
Yes. And that's like when I matched with the ex-boyfriend, I went through his stuff and I'm like, I don't know if I would have matched him had he not super liked me and like really tried. You know what I mean?
But my filter, my weed him through was anybody who claimed that they loved hiking and that tacos were life. I started passing on, not because I don't agree with those things, but it was just like, do you all get together and agree that you love hiking and tacos are life? Like,
oh my gosh, that's funny. I think I've had both of those things on my profile. I wouldn't even. And that's the thing, like the other day when I posted, what's the dumbest reason you won't go out with somebody? You can't take it personally if somebody doesn't want to go out with you, because it might be something as stupid as you like tacos, their life. You know what I mean? That's stupid, Ian.
But it is.
But I'll go and I'll look at a guy and I'm like, if I'm teetering and then see that he's an Aries, merit left. And that's stupid too.
It's super stupid because hey, who celebrates Taco Tuesday and Taco Thursday? I do.
And you like the outdoors. Like why are you mad at it?
We just hiked to Cleo's bath. It was a phenomenal hike. I just got tired of seeing profile after profile of I like hiking, tacos are life. And more points shaved when tacos were life with LYFE.
Oh no, what are there? That's a young girl, right?
So, You
But
know, but
tacos are life.
on that same token, I'm sure that you women probably got tired of seeing profiles from men who are like, hey, newly singled, just trying to figure it out, not really sure what I want right now, but you know, I know that there's a whole bunch of us out there
I'm
too,
totally fine with I'm not sure what I want right now, because I had that on mine as well. Like I don't know what I want until I meet you. I don't know if you're here for a good time or a long time.
Right.
And then men would immediately be right, I just want to be here for a good time. Like they would tell me right away, right? And then I started getting mad that they're writing me saying, "What's up, girl? Want to have a good time?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess that's what I get for putting on my profile."
It's you know, it's like my Angela said, you know, believe them when they tell you who they are the first time, right? So like the first time they come around, they tell you like, I'm here for a hookup. That's not going to change. Same for you. Like if you come and tell a guy, I'm just here for a hookup, that's probably not going to change, you know? And
Yeah.
I think for dating, I think the biggest thing, my biggest takeaway on that was if you tell people that I just want this to be casual and you're serious that you just want it to be casual, and they start out with, I'm not looking for anything casual, but then they kind of bend and mold to, I'm okay with casual. That's not a relationship you want because they're not okay with casual. And they're going to try and change that within a week or two.
Yeah, that's what the last one did. Because remember, I told him I'm just here for a good time. It's casual, and he said no, one and done with us. And we started dating, and he immediately had me trapped. Immediately had me trapped, right? And so, like after so our first date was like October 4th, and by October 9th, he had me on his location services.
Zeke, you are the good time. How about that?
Zeke's a good time. I thought Zeke had a girlfriend. Didn't you post a photo with a woman the other day?
If it's any woman, if there's any woman with Zeke, it is by accident, and she needs to blink twice if she needs help. I'm kidding. I love you, Zeke. I'm kidding.
Poor Zeke. He's like, Madden's out. She's called me Zeke. All right, you guys. The San Joaquin Asparagus Day starts today.
Yes.
So get your tickets. Get out of the house. Live Stockton 99 Speedway. Live music. Food. God, I want one of those fair corn dogs. You know, the big ones.
Oh yeah. You know, and they sell those. Okay, they sell those in the little yellow box at the big box stores, but they're never as big and they're never as good as they are at the fair.
No, not even close.
Yeah, and they're big when you get them from Costco, but the ones at the fair are just like cartoon big.
Those ones, and you know what else I love at the fair is the fresh fried potato chips, where they like just put it that right then when it's like twisty. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
Oh, I have a mandolin. You're making me want to break out my mandolin today. I was showing my friend all of my kitchen appliances the other day.
Why do you want orange? Oh, I thought you were talking about oranges. That's mandolin.
Yeah. You know, the sliced really thin thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many kitchen appliances. We should talk about this sometime. I didn't realize how many kitchen appliances I have. She was looking at my rack and she's like, okay, so far I see an Instapot, an air fryer, 2 dehydrators, a deli slicer, a sushi bazooka, panini/grill, grilled cheese maker, and a mandolin.
Right?
Right.
I know. I have like 4 crock pots, a mini waffle maker, a big waffle maker, the egg. My parents are like boiling water, and I'm all, no, this cooks the eggs exact time, and I could just walk away. Like you could walk away from a pot of boiling water. Like,
right.
No, you don't know.
You don't understand. This boils different.
I have an Instapot
this time is different.
Still in the box, still taped in the box, hasn't even been taken out.
Okay. Yeah, when I showed her all of this, because she has like a food preservation background, and she's like, you don't understand how much I could do with this, and it's just sitting here. Like, yeah, I know.
Your mom is headed to Murphy's. First, Murphy's is not apostrophe S, because it was 2 brothers that founded it, and they didn't want to make it possessive. So it's just Murphy's without an apostrophe.
The more you know.
Yes. Go in. The hotel is great food if they're looking for like burgers, steaks tonight. The V has delicious food. Go to obviously Pop the Bubbly. It's a champagne bar. Steveno is one of my favorites. They have a great red Barbera. Twisted Oak has a great red called the Spaniard. It's one of my favorites. Also going to Chloe and Company and Jean and Jane. Super cute boutiques with super cute clothes. And now Murphy's Grade has CBD coffee and oysters too. And then Doki Sushi, if they're into sushi, is fabulous, but they're only open for lunch and dinner. There's an in-between between 2:30 and 5 that they're closed.
Where are you at with the places? Where, when I come up, will they give me, don't say the name, just do you have a place if I come up that will give me a burger? Like when you come in, they know you, and then you're like, hey, give my friend a burger.
The hotel.
No, don't say where. I just want to know if you have a place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, why didn't you want me to say where?
I just wanted, because
if you walked into the hotel and told them, I want the burger Madden gets, they will make you a blue cheeseburger, add bacon with a side of garlic Parmesan fries.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to
go
get
the best burger. Yeah.
I'm going to get that then. All right.
Oh, delicious. But the V has good burgers too, but I like their charred romaine salad is probably one of my favorites. So check that place out too.
All right,
you guys. We will see you at 8 o'clock.
Bye, guys.
Bye.